Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explain here, bringing you guys another Boruto Naruto Next Generation's discussion on the fallout from Boruto chapter 78. And Jesus, things just got all the way out of hand here to where even if Doctor Strange was looking at all the different multiverse timelines, even he couldn't have seen this one coming. Not only has Kawaki gone full-blown crazy in his quest to kill Boruto, but Momoshiki has taken over Boruto's body, and now Konoha has two Otsutsuki to deal with, all while Naruto's been sealed away, which brings us to everyone's favorite Uchiha, Sasuke himself. All of us who thought that Sasuke was going to pull up on Kawaki ended up being proven correct. But now that Konoha has a huge pair of Otsutsuki running loose, we have to discuss the nightmare scenario that is before us after all these leaks that we got, which is Sasuke switching his attention to dealing with Kawaki to Sasuke focusing on Boruto, who is now being controlled by Momoshiki, and what this actually means. It's safe to say that all of us wanted to see more screen time of master and student when it comes to Boruto and Sasuke, but this time the screen time that we're getting isn't coming from some form of a training arc. It's shaping up for the two of them to lock horn to sword because Boruto's been pushed into a corner of his own mind by Momoshiki. With his eye being damaged, Boruto no longer can suppress the flow of time, and Momoshiki is able to run free this time. And Sasuke, being the sharp guy that he is, he was the first one to notice the truth of what had happened. Kawaki was no longer the only Otsutsuki they had to worry about. It was Boruto who needed to be the focus as well. While we don't have the full chapter yet, one thing that we can take away from these spoilers and the vision for the future that Boruto had is that there's gonna come a point in time where Kawaki's being hunted down at the very least by Sarada and Mitsuki. Boruto might be the one hunted down by Team 10 and Konoha, Chunin, and Jonin, who we saw assembled, but the most likely person that is going after Boruto is going to be Sasuke, due to his duty as him as his master to stop him if Momoshiki ever took control of his body and started forcing Boruto to harm those who he cared about, which is exactly what it looks like is about to happen, because Momoshiki not only took control of Boruto's body, but one of the first things he did was look over at Kawaki, and Boruto absorbs the shadow possession jutsu to free Kawaki from being restrained by Konoha, because Momoshiki at the end of the day is going to want to ensure no one kills Kawaki, because Momoshiki needs to feed Kawaki to the Ten-Tail so he can cultivate a chakra fruit to be harvested. That being said, this is where Sasuke enters into very dangerous territory right now, because Sasuke is the one who's in the best position to handle Momoshiki right now that Momoshiki's in control of Boruto. None of the other Konoha shinobi stand a chance. His goal is to likely find Boruto and stop Boruto before Kawaki reaches him and tries to kill Boruto so that he can kill Momoshiki by extension. That's a big reason why people are hunting down Kawaki, not just because he sealed away the Hokage, but he's also trying to kill one of their own, who happens to be the son of the Hokage and a member of one of the four noble clans of Konoha, since Boruto's genetically part of the Hyuga clan. However, for as strong as Sasuke is, this time the BoruShiki that he's about to encounter isn't like the one that he's faced before, or even the one who fought Kawaki a few chapters ago. This BoruShiki is even stronger. We know this because all the times that Momoshiki took over Boruto, Boruto's chakra had to be at a very low level in order for Momoshiki to take control, but this time, for whatever reason, Boruto being slashed in the face, in particular his literal eye being cut, this has given Momoshiki the power to take control of Boruto right then and there, and Boruto has barely used any of his jutsu in the process of trying to fight Kawaki. This means Momoshiki is starting in control with not only more of Boruto's chakra to utilize for raw power, but also due to Momoshiki knowing how to properly draw out the full power of karma, he's going to be an even larger monster to deal with this time in battle than he was in the past. Previously, when Sasuke fought Momoshiki inside of Boruto, there were a few factors at play that helped determine the outcome of that fight. Momoshiki started off with less chakra due to Boruto not being at full power. Sasuke barely survived the battle against Ishiki and had just had his Rinnegan destroyed when he had to face Momoshiki, evident by the fact he couldn't even keep his Sharingan on for an extended period of time, despite knowing Momoshiki was still out there and was a threat to be viewed, which is why Sasuke was finally hit with a vanishing Rasengan that he'd have seen under any other circumstance, because his Sharingan would have been cut on. Neither of them were anywhere near close to full power, but Sasuke was admittedly self-nerfed by the prospect of fighting Boruto and killing Boruto to save Boruto from Momoshiki taking control of his body and killing those who Boruto cared about against Boruto's will. While Sasuke did vow to keep the promise the next time that this happened, one has to wonder, will he be able to do so now that this time has finally arrived? It's one thing for Sasuke to pull up on Kawaki with the sword to his neck because he's got no attachment to Kawaki. In the past, he didn't hesitate to cut off his ninja tech extensions mutations on his arm. Sasuke basically took the stance like, yeah, that arm ain't even real anyway. It's just gonna grow back. Time for me to go snip snip. And if it doesn't, worst case, you just get used to it. It worked for me. And in this chapter, it was the same thing. He had no reason to think twice about cutting Kawaki's head off if he made the wrong move. That was the old Sasuke who we saw who pulled up on Kawaki. However, this new Sasuke who has formed that attachment to Boruto is about to be tested, because he said he won't hesitate to kill Boruto should this moment happen, but actions speak louder than words, except for when you're hearing those same words being said through Raycon Everyday Earbuds. This video is being brought to you by Raycon. Raycon Everyday Earbuds offer premium audio at a price point that is so perfect that only Sakura's chakra control deserves to be mentioned in the same conversation with it. But most importantly, the price point means that you can build great habits without breaking the bank. It doesn't matter if you're looking for everyday earbuds, or you're looking for low latency gaming headphones, or you're looking at the everyday speaker, which has a battery life of 11 hours, which means you guys can turn up all night long for Boruto Sundays now. Take it from me, when I'm getting ready to work out, I'll have my Raycons in my ear listening to a podcast as I'm drinking my pre-workout drink, which is a side note, these Raycon everyday earbuds do not fall out of your ear no matter how much you're shaking your body. Like for instance, when I'm making my pre-workout drink and I'm shaking everything around in the bottle, those Raycons didn't budge out my ear not once. With Raycon, you're not only getting quality, but you're getting consumer-friendly pricing that starts at half the price of other premium audio brands, and best of all, they offer buy now, pay later options, and every purchase has an easy and free return guarantee. There's a reason why Raycon everyday earbuds have over 50,000 5-star reviews, because you're getting top quality and excellent pricing that is only fitting for a Hokage such as yourself to purchase. There's a reason why I wear my Raycons as much as I do, because the custom gel tips are perfect and they have a very comfortable in-ear fit. I can use them when I'm reading manga for videos that I'm making and I want to play anime soundtracks, all while knowing that if somebody calls while I'm reading my manga, or if I'm in the kitchen cooking, that I'll be able to accept the call with crystal clear call quality. They also are water and sweat resistant, which is a huge plus because I've gone through a lot of headphones because of sweat, which makes these Raycon everyday earbuds an absolute must to have. If you're ready to buy something small with a big impact, click the link in the description box or go to buyraycon.com/NarutoExplained to get 15% off your Raycon purchase. Thank you again to Raycon for sponsoring today's video. Momoshiki has fought Sasuke in the past twice now, and he's seen Sasuke engage in combat more times than once, enough times that he knows not only what to expect, but also likely has counter plans in place to deal with Sasuke should the need for combat arise. However, Sasuke's not only facing a stronger version of BoruShiki, but he's also facing one who has just added new jutsu to the arsenal that Sasuke's not aware of, like say the Rasengan, which takes Boruto's compression Rasengan and it shoots it off like a bullet at blazing fast speeds at its target. It's one thing to take a hit from a normal Rasengan, which has a ton of force behind it due to the sheer speed of the rotation of all that compressed ball of chakra, but the compression Rasengan is going to do some more damage that's at a higher toll than I think a lot of us realize. For instance, when you normally compress soft metal, when it gets compressed down, it's 250 times stronger than before. Think about how much damage a compression Rasengan can do on its own. Even Kakashi noted, had Shojoji not been using his wind release shield, which also uses changing chakra shape, which magnifies the attack power, or in this case the defense power, the compression Rasengan would have killed Shojoji, and it nearly killed Deepa, despite Deepa being inside of reinforced carbon armor at the time. Taking a compression Rasengan and shooting it at high speeds like a bullet when Sasuke's least expecting it is going to do a lot of damage because Sasuke would be off guard. Code had time to brace himself when he was holding Kawaki hostage because he saw Momoshiki forming the attack and it still ripped a hole through Code's shoulder. Sasuke's going to be in a world of hurt if he ends up being hit by one of those, and if Momoshiki can do it with the compression Rasengan, there's no reason he shouldn't be able to do it with the vanished Rasengan as well, making avoiding it without the Sharingan cut on absolutely impossible unless you have those ninja tech eyes like Amato and Delta. There's no guarantee Momoshiki hasn't found some more creative ways to use Boruto's ninjutsu arsenal, and it makes sense if he has. Momoshiki has eaten several chakra fruits from countless planets. The chakra fruits consume consuming all the genetic material of those who have been alive and have already been in existence on a planet, and it consumes all that information on that planet. Between that and Momoshiki's own millennia of experience, there's bound to be a new type of Rasengan that Momoshiki's gonna bust out that Sasuke's gonna be forced to deal with. Between that and Sasuke getting another mental nerf, I think we might need to be on pack watch for Sasuke, especially when we consider this next bit of information. Momoshiki said that a few things were going to happen, one of them being Boruto would experience pain so deep that he would give up on the will to live. All Momoshiki said in this chapter is that Boruto is now at the starting point of losing everything, which means even though Momoshiki is now in control of Boruto's body, there's still some more pain and suffering coming. In fact, facing Boruto to witness Momoshiki beating Sasuke within an inch of his life so soon after Boruto lost both his father and mother, it might be the thing that continues to break Boruto. Going back to when Boruto was dealing with Damon, he kept saying, wait until you have to deal with my father and Sasuke. He still views them as a child views their childhood heroes, but reality's about to smack him in the face again. Naruto is sealed away by Kawaki with no issues. Momoshiki is likely going to attack Sasuke, and due to the circumstances, would any of us be shocked if Sasuke fell in battle, or even if he fell in battle in front of his daughter? I don't think that's crazy. Konoha is likely searching for Kawaki right around the time that Kawaki is looking for Momoshiki, and Sasuke would be fighting Momoshiki during that time. Sasuke previously said it's going to be his turn to show his resolve to protect the village, and it was stated under the context of Boruto dying for the village by allowing Kawaki to kill him. Sasuke could very well be in a very similar situation right now. Dying at the hands of a student is going to be something that his parents are going to look down at him from Ninja Heaven with a heavy heart as they watch it take place. Fugaku refused to enter into a death match with his son and decided to trust in Itachi's plan for Sasuke, offering his life and his wife's life in exchange due to their coup d'etat plans falling short and Fugaku's hand being forced. Itachi is looking down, knowing the heavy heart that's coming from fighting someone who you love, and knows the struggle that Sasuke has, and likely could see if Sasuke was trying to potentially forfeit his own life in exchange for waking Boruto up. Sasuke might even be thinking back to how he tried to kill Kakashi at one point. Master turning on student is a trope in Naruto, and more often than not when that happens, it ends up with the student killing the master when the betrayal happens, either directly or indirectly. Sasuke fighting Boruto to free him, being unable to kill him, while it is something sad, it would be something of a testament to just how far Sasuke's grown, because the old Sasuke wouldn't have hesitated to kill in cold blood, but this new Sasuke, him hesitating shows that heart that was once cold, where the cold logic of the situation overruled Sasuke's own heart, that Sasuke, that heart is no longer there. It's almost poetic if Momoshiki killing Sasuke has the opposite effect of what Momoshiki said, where instead of Boruto losing the will to live, he actually takes back the will to live and takes back control. That being said, I want to ask you guys, are we on Sasuke pack watch now after the spoilers for the upcoming chapter? While you think that over, click here to watch my Black Clover chapter 351 review, or click here for this Naruto Explained video.